I was wildin', I often wondered what powered me. The closest thing to religion I have is Albert Street. Independent in thought, deed, and strategy. Looking for a family, running away from Aberdeen. Made a beeline for Wellingtons with my little crew. Literally underground, St. Louis spinning that mystic brew. Singularly driven, wasn't nothing else to get into. Working in a smut shop, sleeping in a living room. Critical, beat downs, abstract, lyrical. College ass blog called me a nerd, I was a criminal. Songs are straight ahead, nothing about it was subliminal. The company I keep is full of fucked up individuals. Our fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning and the losers need an anthem. Park like setting, find a cool inside the tantrum. Stupid, you stupid moves like Chucky and that's the band, son. I got the dope, got the stupid juice. Make stupid decisions and I bust the stupid moves. Fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning so the losers need an anthem. I got the dope, got the stupid juice. Make stupid decisions and I bust the stupid moves. Fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning so the losers need an anthem.
I can't front, I'm an asshole for what I came from. Manitoba, land stolen, never paid for it. Fast forward, same story, different page. When you can't afford a decent landlord on what you make is stupid. Trying to find your way, early 20s I'm a two-pick. Mid-90s peak and see, laying out the blueprint. Putting brothers in my backpack to make the shoe fit, it was too big. The moment was a movement, we knew that. They moved in, born, only improving. And I bring a baby into the fold, that was my crew then. We were tight-knit, they like kids. I'm a student of the mic yet, despite knowing what I knew then. Bad jobs, had lost, back pains, calluses. Daddy's tax write-off, trying to class-explain how it is. Never get a handout, campaign balances. I'm older now, my kid has the exact same challenges.
I got the dope, got the stupid juice. Make stupid decisions and I bust the stupid moves. Fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning so the losers need an anthem. I got the dope, got the stupid juice. Make stupid decisions and I bust the stupid moves. Fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning so the losers need an anthem.
Gleam in the cube, cruising past the Rubicon. We got the stupid juice, while other crews are truly gone, long since disbanded. Product abandoned, conduct forgettable, brought into fandom. PLS the trio, not a tandem, rocking anthems. And it might look effortless, magical and random, but we still chasing pelican briefs like Greg Grantham. Others seek beef, see the moon, fake a landing, blabbing about a flat earth, falling into patterns. They Google in your net worth, undercover fashion, the passion of the Twitterverse, real-time reaction. We get the girl, win the purse, do it looking handsome. That's old school attitude, enough to fill a mansion. Learn from Columbo or whatever played on Channel 10. Learn from Madonna before she knew Sean Penn. Learn from Sonic Youth, Black Flag Minutemen.
I got the dope, got the stupid juice. Make stupid decisions and I bust the stupid moves. Fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning so the losers need an anthem. I got the dope, got the stupid juice. Make stupid decisions and I bust the stupid moves. Fan base differs cause we choose them at random. Sick of the rich winning so the losers need an anthem.
Dope, juice, move. Dope, juice, move.
If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? Hey, yo. Came from the place of the forever snow. Let the record show I binged every episode. Black Dynamite to Blanche Devereaux. Addicted to the TV, caffeine, and never go to sleep on the night shift like Shelley Long. High top weapons, what I was stepping on. Like Janet Jackson, accept the planet, you get the song. You don't know what you got, and then it's gone. I say this all to commit it to record. I played some ball, but never really made the effort. Dropped out of school to make raps, y'all. My short term is terminal, didn't think it would last long. Lo and behold, maybe my math's on. My whole brand is fatalism and sad songs. Stomach aches like I ate at a bad mall. Apocalypse now while I'm waiting on a cab call. If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? It's at the end of the world. At the end of the world. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world?
Keep the paper separate. Can I take the bottles, man? Whatever. As long as my IKEA fits together. With purpose and I give up. Garbage, that's a part I don't remember. At least I don't need a parka in November. Never buy a thing I can't return. Never care what's going on out the window. Long as my lazy boy left for work. Haven't heard of that. Where you been? Place a bet. Pull the cap. Nothing left. Say no more. Waste of breath. It's unsustainable to keep saying this is unsustainable. Name a normal, can't remember. Rights are trampled. They don't know about deniability. Blankets and smallpox. Accountability to shareholders at all costs. Get lost. No one's listening. Easy to dismiss. But how could anybody bring a kid into this mess? Really quite content, but I'll be happy to discuss reality TV or where I'm going for Christmas.
If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? It's at the end of the world. At the end of the world. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world?
Shooting rubber bands at the stars like Edie Brickell. Come at me spitting bars, that's an easy repel. With backroom deals, that's as seedy as hell. Human nature ain't healing itself. Innocence swept away, conspiracies elevate. Narcissist tendencies rewarded at every stage. Dining on hearsay, journalists terminate. Issuing the written page as part of the good old days. The streets filled with garbage, fast as we can pick it up. The air's turning toxic, the boiling point is coming up. And you can feel despondent, cause everything is just so fucked. But then it's life goes on, kid. Give a shrug and pass the buck. Haunted by the bombings, the foreign correspondence. To make the change the channel to, cause jeopardy is on it. Donate some dollars, but no sacrifice beyond it as the world is ending. This is fine, be honest.
If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? It's at the end of the world. At the end of the world. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world? If only it could be what we're pretending it were. What the fuck I'm supposed to say at the end of the world?
At the end of the world. At the end of the world. At the end of the world. We stay like a tenant, hoping that the man don't decide to raise the rent this year. I'm just trying to serve my penance in the court of your opinion. Me and both my co-defendants, I be knowing coefficients, not no politricking. Seasoned in the business since we dropping crazy friction in 95, 96-ish. When cassettes were assets and playing Canada would leave you cashless. Hit the ATM, though I'm kicking what I rage against. Now it's 2022, see nothing much is making sense. Chaos reigns supreme, man, not talking bucket crabs, but hunting fans and followers is fucking drab. What me mad? Now I'm lifting nickels like I'm He-Man, pumping up productions, America's biggest brands, producing by the youth like feds mess with currency, serving up our sentences concurrently, serving up our sentences concurrently.
Nimbies at Timmy's, wine over hippies, sleeping in the park and trying to bum ciggies. Look at all you have, why so stingy? Who the fuck made you mayor? Diamond Joe Quimby, afraid of your neighbors, spite for the city, begging for Bezos to shyster your city. Bet it all on NFTs and Bitcoin, no referees now. You're playing with the big boys, the artifice of parody, the juice that cake brings. Artificial scarcity, man, we used to make things. Busted up the unions, moved it all overseas. Christian libertarians are all up in your ovaries. Now who the hell answers for the wealth transfer? Neoliberalism, the most aggressive cancer. Stop being greedy when we run up in your mansion. Climate change coming from the South Pole to Santa. Pandemic purge, the people who work for cheap. Walls closing in, still we sleep in the urgency. Prosperity gospel, worship so fervently. The midnight oil burns it all concurrently.
What's Pops cooking? Heavy lifting, 3 kids, get your job tookin'. Raising next to kin while you're not looking. Notions got broken, wearing different hats that don't match. A grade 1 teacher with dope raps, and each of them know the facts. The old man sleeping and keeping open tabs. I'm off for the weekend, receiving no thanks. I'm already deep in it, even this, so perhaps I freaking think go bananas. Leave it open answer, only do it difficult. Peep the multitask, pull it off, you never know. My juggle game's impeccable. I dunk and take it technical, then walk away ineffable. Cool as a vegetable, strictly business, never typical. Paint my own lane, set the tone on a desert island. Maroon dressed in burgundy, serving up our sentences concurrently. Serving up our sentences concurrently.
Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit him like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack. Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit him like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack. Yeah, the Bozack, catch the vapors. I shut the laptop and grab for the papers. Fuck a ox cord, I'm reaching for the fader. Deep digging in the crates for the pay dirt. Sooner call you a herb than a hater. I'm more at home on the curb than in nature. On the stroll with the workers, wasted. Bumpy nuts, so I roll with the flavor unit. PLS brought the Big Mac. And yeah, I like high-low, big facts. Got the third eye, first down blitz packs. We going all out fast in your chin strap. Clamp shit down like vice grip syntax. Charging a mint cause I'm owed a lot of get back. Ancient artifacts like a scratch pickle slip mat. Get the Bozack, I mean the whole thing intact. Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit him like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack. Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit him like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack.
And you know that wouldn't go bad if you don't forget the Bozack. So dope we approach critical mass. Throw back, throw down with your broke ass. No half stepping on, lexicon kept it going till the crack of dawn. 7 on like a heptagon. Let me know I belong where you're not involved. Get the balls, sacking all, you're to help it all. They threw it full of bleach, it's true like boot. They suspended the teacher, peace out. Muscle on the form a t-shirt, look up to be sure. Spell check each word, pretend didn't chase the trend. Nah, but we did find a little piece of heaven. LPs, EPs, MDs, what you saying? Strict business, not just a stint. We've been decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit 'em like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack. Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit 'em like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack.
Get the gas face, hear the beat and do a screw face. Inspire y'all like the walls of a new place. Hang a poster, school's in for a poser. Stir 'em into a b-boy booyah bass. Now we're in again, weird like a theremin. 20 years in, still carry out experiments. The mad scientist define your comparisons. Iller than the virus, fact not arrogance. We original no matter what the error is. No matter what your zip code, what your favorite flavor is. No more merch tables, ain't about the paper kid. Cold world, tough climb, guess I can't take a hint. Find another field if you wanna make a mint. This ain't crypto, speculators never win. Strictly biz though, park like kinfolks. It's the 1-999 or the 2-000. I don't know, I forget when we start.
Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit 'em like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack. Decades in the game, kid, no cap. Dead weight when we hit 'em like no mask. Checkmate from the gate with the toe tap. Get it straight, you can still get the Bozack. Yo.
But you still can't rap. Get the Bozack. But you still can't rap. Get the Bozack.
I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something. In a squared circle jobbing, Lanny Poffer with the pen. See the boxes like a foxhole, so don't ever fence me in. Shell shock, seeing stars like Mario Kart. Camp Low pulled me aside and said you party too hard. Now uptown Saturday nights feel farther and darker than they ever felt before. I parted with my partner, started on a new script. Fuck a writer's block, the cul-de-sac bring you around whether you like it or not. On a winter picket line like we should strike when it's hot. I don't pick when it visits, so I fight for my spot. Grew up in the gravel, 500 in the ballpark. Holes in the wall like they rented your home for Hallmark. Movie shoots, Scooby-Doo pajamas in the Walmart's a comfort while we all fall apart. Man, it's all hard. I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something. I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something.
I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something. Came up middle class, never had a ton, but never hungry. Family structure had enough outside the usual dysfunction. Punk shit, tried to dance around it. Sammy Davis had a kid at 23. I didn't do me any favors. It was later when made clear up against it. Would eventually had to parent by myself while she co-parented against me. Flash forward, had some more. We'll make it, I was certain. Go to school, come home. My wife is taking off for work before she taking off for good. I'm left to paint the nursery alone so long. I'm like a pro with this adversity. Daddy deal with hurt and he's a teacher with the patience of the saint. But they keep adding up realistic expectations. Went through a couple, in some cases had to happen. Had a problem with the rest, but never struggled with the rapping.
I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something. I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something.
The not so perfect introvert waiting for an intro. Low likelihood of getting hurt while playing my Nintendo. Never feared the extra work, the problem is the tempo. It's decade 5 of distant dreams, can I be so simple? Who am I to ever see? The asthma's gone, I can breathe. Messed up problems with my feet, but best friend Ty can barely see. And he keeps his head up, at least to me. Puts it in perspective, my obsessing on a frequency. As I fix a mix, that fuel stream, competing for your mind share with Marvel flicks and Justice League. Hollywood Reporter, Variety and TMZ. Viral videos of car wrecks and EMTs. It's not the time to paint the Mona Lisa. It's lightning fast consumption. Scammy NFTs, bruh. If you get attention, they calling you a genius. I struggle just to hide it, my disgust.
I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something. I know what you thought it was, when of course it wasn't. Never struggled with the raps, but everything else is something.
Struggle to survive, struggle just to stay alive. Struggle to live, struggle to survive, struggle just to stay alive.
My heart's in the hard concrete, never part of the boards at the beach. Once more unto the breach, I preach the city life and the lessons it teach. My devotion so beyond reach, East Van until I move. I sleuth like Stacy Keach, explore every route. My army's the tube-way, soundtrack Gary Newman, Daniel Dumoulin. These tourists don't ask about the asphalt, I'm passionate about the past, that's why I'll be the last out. I ain't writing odes to gravel roads, it's airports, train stations, subways, travel nodes. As the rabble rose, so the babble goes. Chant down, camp town, races and the racist foes. The ISOs takes patience though, tolerance and openness, knowing how fakeness goes. All the residents, hesitance defending it, certain way of life all in, never quit. The dreams of them bohemians, living all together cause space is at a premium.
I walk the streets of my city, of my neighborhood.
City council, dirt I've been ground through. Blowout combs still the coolest to walk around to. Easing in with a king can, evenings and alleys, no pictures with fans. Lurking and hurting, plus too high between Bannatyne and McDermott with a blue dry. Hanging in the streets you scared of, comfortably behind Musicplex by that BDP bubble piece. Every square foot of the DT gets love for me. You stick to the skywalk, cause you trust the WP. Dusty feet, kicking gravel at you, booing lustily, get sunlight we're suing for custody. Dead and buried in Saratoga lanes, underground as the North Star, carry on the names. Smokes like soldiers, matchbook like a gang. My home is a pothole, my mattress in flames.
I walk the streets of my city, of my neighborhood.
It was brought up from the hard concrete, from the bottom cause the cost is not cheap. Across a long street to speak about the only thing that's not offbeat. Construction and brick buildings, grew up in them. Crash ceilings and nothing left. Catch feelings enough, then it's off. Deal with exhaust and the judgment. Potholes and cockroaches got those. Cop culture fought those just drop most. Snot noses got goals, it's not chosen, not close. Chock full of plot holes, that's how it goes. The transit metros, standing when you can't sit, show them how to get closer. Cancers and exposures, can't say I got the answers. Door will be left open. There's possibility in small community, get positivity and unity, met opportunity. But I'm a city lifer, I'll make do with chumps. Running away, we'll gravitate to it.
I walk the streets of my city, of my neighborhood.
For Christ's sakes, like the last dinner. Johnny Rotten's on the Masked Singer. And Ozzy selling crypto, I ain't bad shitting. Running a racket like badminton. So-called rock stars, it's embarrassing. On a mega church lurk, seraphim. White horse sensor, yeah, it's all heroin. The cult of personality, a scary thing, ayo. Private planes, jetsam and flotsam. Bodyguards, the literal big boss man. Nazis and cops, nah bro, we are not fam. They made DMX and Iggy Pop jock jams. Drowning Hollywood, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Counterculture, churns like a log jam. Bet the under, I don't fuck with a top 10. Arms long enough to box gods till I cross them. This time they went too far. Man, they just went too hard.
Fame in this game have to change who you are.
Hey yo, this time they went too far. Man, they just went too hard.
Fame in this game have to change who you are.
Fake it till they make it, taught them enough. Think they made it to the majors when they're calling them up. Get the stake of claiming all that they wanna become. It's cause your age put you on to make you part of the club. There's a way to frame it, wanna be trapped in a prison. Be a participant, think they can go back when the reason went from having a vision to half of the business. I watch it happen, they're complicit, blame capitalism. Big yo, think he passed on, how could they not be? Picky backed off, jumped the shark, Fonzie. Ticky-tack-toe, too far, caused me thinking back on how the past now annoys me. Respect the side hustle, but when a politician's coming out to your song, I buy nothing. Talked into delivery ads by a publicist. A fine line between being a mogul and a puppet.
This time they went too far. Man, they just went too hard.
Fame in this game have to change who you are.
Another season of bachelor's flatulence. Bottom feeders, actors and petulance. Petty brouhahas, cake boss and RuPaul. For me, escapism's loading up the U-Haul. The true goals all make you turn the news off. Life short, time small, get your Tom Cruise on. I go the other way, never ending, need to know. Bookend the average day, bending to the doom scroll. Trying to find the real foe, ignorance to heel to toe. Infinite conspiracies, reeling in the gullible. Government they'd overthrow for the wrong reasons. Not for corruption, greed and tax cheating. Not the poor bleeding, endless war machining. But for the heathens, preaching white grievance. They've gone too far down a YouTube rabbit hole, keeping you distracted, don't let them have it, y'all.
This time they went too far. Man, they just went too hard.
Fame in this game have to change who you are.
Hey yo, this time they went too far. Man, they just went too hard.
Fame in this game have to change who you are.
saw a tape of my freestyles from 99. Made me wanna kill myself, man, I'm traumatized. Just another label spit roasted over beers. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. I'm all alone, cooing to myself again. Far from home, refusing any help from friends. A stranger acting strangely in a foreign land. Going ham with a fraud line in Vietnam. I rode my Yamaha into the mountains 3 days. With the white ties, jackfruit and rice wine. Rapping to the wind while my knees shake. And retire to the treehouse in the nighttime. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears.
Looking back in third person, people think I'm talking to myself when I rehearsing. Still band feet first, passive reassurance. First you have to eat dirt. Chance of recurring really has to be the worst. What can happen? Stay current. Some help from the kids, watching the clouds, anticipate what's coming next. I did it for this and us, and if no one cares, I sing along to a radio that no one hears. I always did, never quite know where to fit. Drop in, begin to look over the fence and then complain. I can't find a shoulder to sit, but still commit. Hold my head, roll with the hits, a mix of having lost to learn, being basically right. Move to grow, but knew you had to know your place if you're white. Can't pretend from a preconceived, no idea. By tuning in to a frequency that's so unclear.
Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears.
That dirty ass feeling, yeah, not so fresh. As I'm blasting time for living in a bloody mess. Don't run no interference on me cashing checks. I start to question my position as a pacifist. In the Pacific, I toss your specific correspondence. This is not only a test, yo, I'm only being honest on this topic in particular. Patron of the province, I'm a modern day calligrapher with manslaughter vehicular. I'm taking the perimeter, passing by the royal mints. Teach myself to think bigger, motives like the oil's glint. When you was a glimmer in your daddy's eye, I was bent. Making all this magic in the lab, passion paying rent. I've been in this so deep, memorizing cross street, scandalizing posh spots. I got the cred, I show receipt. Recognize traditions, but we issue all the typical. Tax them like an escrow, then oil the bread as cargo. Maybe it's impossible, the pressure is the Escher. Like I'm in the movie business, but I'm happy as an usher. Teach my young sons just to steer clear. I sing along to a radio that no one hears. I sing along to a radio that no one hears. Sing along to a radio that no one hears. Teach my young sons just to steer clear. I sing along to a radio that no one hears. I used to traffic, rush hour stops and starts, and hide my beer cans for the people with the shopping carts. That old game board like Candyland or Scotland Yard. In the bathroom with Candyman who got a card. I fill a jerry can with fucks and light that shit ablaze. On top remaining, no home training cause I misbehave. Mac and roll at its peak, I'm a writer at its zenith. Pull out your microphone and watch the yifer make you eat it. From the era of the OG acapella and remix, watching KJ and Thunderdance, sunning them out in Phoenix. Supersonic flex like old Polynese, and I'm dwelling on the past cause the present is giving grief. From the dance hall, grinding, yelling murder them. They say do what you love and you will never work again. They were wrong, the park like stay working on the stems. Making with no end game, playing words with friends, yo.
What you heard depends, don't concern with them. We prefer different, playing words with friends. We deserve what we get, once we murder the sins. We confer with them, playing words with friends. What you heard depends, don't concern with them. We prefer different, playing words with friends. We deserve what we get. Once we murder a sentence, we confer with them. Playing words with friends. Used to sample more examples than I care to give. Not for a beat, for a style that's imperative. Started really making moves after I had a kid. Like when's it happened? Less downtime than I ever did. Back when rappers had a record, you better bow down. Bring a written to a battle, you're getting drowned out. Went from sinking to a paddle, wizard from a bullet, winning even when defeated. Like my name was Todd McCullough, trading tapes early internet, homie. What you into? Influenced by regional shit, places I never been to. You can see but won't get it. Nothing can compare to it. Thinking I'm gonna part with something that's sentimental, pre-streaming, knee deep in. Play it until it dies. You invested in an album, you listen 20 times, even if it was a bad one. Play it once again. Word the days coming up, I'm still playing words with friends. What you heard depends, don't concern with them. We prefer different, playing words with friends. We deserve what we get. Once we murder a sentence, we confer with them. Playing words with friends. What you heard depends, don't concern with them. We prefer different, playing words with friends. We deserve what we get. Once we murder a sentence, we confer with them. Playing words with friends.
Pick away at crosswords, scrape away at Scrabble tiles. Socially so awkward, others playing rabble rouse. Always have the last word no matter what you brag about. Graduate with honors, no way that we'll be ratted out. Waiting for that carousel to come around. The A-list and around who party till the sun comes out. Send them out, occupy Wall Street in the Dow. Billionaire deadbeats we can't keep defending now. The PLS flashback, Midnight Express, bullet train fast track, Amsterdam, Budapest. Kinda good at everything, I could've been a coder. Instead I went for energy, Giorgio Moroder. I got the A in algebra, B for me in language arts. Win the day on talent, bruh. Beefing me ain't very smart, cause I'm ill at everything. Rap and take a track apart. Demos meant to demonstrate exactly where the masters are.
What you heard depends, don't concern with them. We prefer different, playing words with friends. We deserve what we get. Once we murder a sentence, we confer with them. Playing words with friends. What you heard depends, don't concern with them. We prefer different, playing words with friends. We deserve what we get. Once we murder a sentence, we confer with them. Playing words with friends.
Oye, ¿lo has visto, Fernando? Está de vacaciones.
La hostia que fui yo por él, que me iba a dejar así.
Está de vacaciones.
Qué cabrones.
¿Y cómo se deja?
Even on the solo tip, I'm all about the crew shit. Those I came up with and others brought me in the movement. Tight-knit group, never booted out of Judas. Getting through whatever stew with us, knew that we can do this. Mac and Roll is like a big brother beating on producers. Anything you're doing, I've been through it with Bazooka. Joseph Family, Chuck a deuce up, never had to prove it. Honey cuts my dude just like St. Lou who introduced us. Practically blood, it goes way beyond the music. Ness, Crook, Scruff, Gump, Shoe Whip, Hip. The truth is that the people you're surrounded push you to improvement. Either keep up with the tally or issue in excuses. The fan, the friend, the teacher, and the student. There for when you need them. Run the beat you to it. Chilling with my feet up or coming with the foolishness. Making collaborations with my crew until I'm toothless.
Hold you down, cool shit. Hold you down, cool shit. A long time ago, I made the promise.
Me and my crew, we stick together like this.
We're from Winnipeg and Brandon and Portage and Toba, the Hudson Bay area known to go dumb. Heard your crew's masterpiece, for me it was ho-hum. 2022 can't knock it for having no drums. Late 90s was my start date. More late nights than a card game. Farm fresh, funky as barcades. Way back like a sketchy arcade, Vaughn and Hargrave. Reminisce when the shuffle finds a beauty song. No scruples when we double cross the Rubicon. Humble beginnings, Adidas and Puma Dawn. Making maneuvers through losses but never lose the bond. Nothing in the world I wouldn't do for Rod. kill a real live human, Grand Guanor. Loyal to Danny like an idiot in QAnon. And 22 years ain't shit, I'm never moving on.
It's been about the journey, all about the cruise ship. Dreams of maximizing earnings, wildin' out on cruise ships. Obviously secondary, searching for the newness, till they wheel me in a gurney over like John Gruden. If feeling scholarly, you're acting like a nuisance. Hanging at the Dollar Tree, planning without 2 cents. To rub together, we covering our deficits. We keep it clever and never run with pessimists. We keep the standards high, pandering is to sin. No other crew alive that I wish I'd been in. Been in the square biz for a min. Can you look your captor in the eyes, take it on the chin? No way that I go alone, though I'm known for dolo, cause it's a roller coaster ride, emotions like a yo-yo buzz. Alderin, type of pioneer, never faltering. Me and Joe and Danny stirring potions in a cauldron. Wilburys traveling, ask Roy Orbison. Tour meal KFC, dreaming of Cornish hens. Bonds built forever, driving more luck than sense. Counting up 5s and 10s, down for whatever.
Hold you down, cool shit, hold you down, cool shit, shit. A long time ago, I made a promise.
Me and my crew, we stick together like Velcro.
Cool shit, shit, 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 cool shit, shit.
You have no idea how cold I feel. I'ma grow my beard, don't mind me. I know my needs, know my rights. Show ID, go buy it and smoke my weed. Nah, not gonna go quiet and sow my seeds. Not compliant, write dope rhymes like Chill Rob G. I'm a giant on my own, but I'm still mob deep. I'ma keep looking down from the hilltop peak. Repeat, merrily, there will be cat therapy. Guaranteed security despite disparity. Daring the severity that's inherent, apparently very deep. Ferret heat of ebony to infinity, then this waste of 93. Consider the environment, try to win the economy while not inheriting. Remain anonymity, no parody. Well, charity is an anomaly. What kind of people contemplate? Offer me, operated, complicated, godforsaken combination. My name is nominated. They're predominantly confident in all the ways, but that does not pertain to all of those without a voice. But their personas hate. To them it's not a choice, never would accommodate them. Whoever thought to make a comment to a congregation with their incompetence should have to sign a waiver.
No clue, so you shouldn't assume. Got a heavy set presence, call me Johnny LaRue. When I enter the room, it's temples of doom. Got my autograph, they wanna take my temperature too. So frigid, air cool, North American fool. Both scrupulous and scandalous, I vary the two. Same shit, diff day, like a carry reboot. But there's a line around the block that I can barely get through. It's all about the madness, taking one step beyond. Acting like a bad bitch, gaming on your Peloton. Sad sitch, complaining on the price of petrol. Forget the Autobahn, I'm hopping on the Metro. Rocket craft work, patchwork, postings and adverts. Wanna rule the world, maybe get your undergrad first. No MBA hanging in my entryway, but beats banging is ingrained into my DNA.
Northern exposure, the slush on the plains. Cold as the nose of a mutt on a chain. Frozen to the flow edge, brush off my name with a garbage mitt or the rustiest blades. Snowy rain cut your coat like a buzzsaw. The majestic muskox flexing at bus stops. Dust off, musty and damp. Used to dream big, now I just need a nap. Party in the front, no funny stuff in the back. Plugging cords into sockets, a dummy with a stack. Holes in my pockets, a rummy and a matchbook. Poking through my stockings, trust me it's a bad look. Bad luck, bad beat for the bad seed. Pack heat, voiceover in the ad read. Cheap pop in the ring like Glacier. Cry on it, kicking that frostbitten behavior.
If I coalesce in defense, isolation feel intense. Twists and turns, so suspenseful, day to day. so eventful. They say, how cold can you go? In the depths of your heart, in the land of the ice and the... They say, how cold can you go? In the depths of your heart, in the land of the ice and the snow.
And you could quote me, 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 and you could quote me. Inevitable, like 7 o'clock. Better to talk than never know, I never forgot. Ready or not, don't ever go. Set up and stop, except for a cop. Jennifer Jones hit on the dot, exactly. Coming at me, double dash, couple cashmere. What does that mean? Nothing bad, something fancy. Come up with plan B, come again. Someone grab me, a rubber band. What's up with that? It depends. If I can't even understand what you're saying, I won't pretend, and you can quote me on it. Punch you in the muncher, but I'm so beyond it. Back hook, give it to you straight, doesn't go with tonic. Show up with no electronic, know what? Don't expect homage. Woke up and know when you got it. What someone doesn't acknowledge comes back with so much technology. Really, someone should follow him. God almighty, got on one knee, gave him money. I don't wanna hear the automata, Lordy. Not about to be above, ought to be enough. Want him out of here like the thought of being in love. Cut a meat economy, huh? A bottom feeder's gotta eat. Doesn't mean there's a lot of beef. That's how to sing, that's how to think. That a bank got him at an angle, it's not a thing. And you could quote me, 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 and you could quote me.
As you edge onto the precipice, hedging for the sucker bet, I organize an exodus, trudging up the muck and bed. This rebel causes trouble for the fun of it. Straw polls, robocalls, underhanded bloody mess. This vet ain't missed yet. Any misstep is a misrep, and you could quote me on it. Mind of a robot, benefits probiotic. Fencers, pens worth 6 million, so bionic. Oh my god, it's symbiotic, so symbolic. You need some Volta to alter your chemistry. You need a late pass check with your embassy. You seek asylum while we piling up the victories. I suffer from an empathy deficiency. MC sympathy just isn't me. My MD, chemistry, preempts the MT. Check my understudies 10 deep. Do you understand my MO? F the ifs and whens, yo. Count on one hand those who listen to my demo. Chip on my shoulder, but it's all in the mental. So I flip on a poser cause he's rolling in a rental. Auto or audio, I own it all, know it. So I'm calling this an audit as I tell you what you're supposed to know. Honored in from Montreal to Tokyo, pondering destruction of your hokey flow. So,
and you could quote me, 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 and you could quote me.
Fire on the mountain, riding on a fountain, might and be about it. Sliding through your house and apologize for shouting. All rise and be counted. Biters eat the chowder, Abbey in your Downton, all up in your downwind, north side and south end. Imagine me caring an ounce about cloud, friend. Especially considering the pounds I would tout then. Dog paddle through cat piss in the drought then. I fear no mutt, fleet and scurvy. It's the fed purebred that feed me worries. On empty stomachs, the dreams are fitful. We got open hands and they got fistfuls. Feet on the table, fingers on the missiles. Born on third, thought they hit a triple. Broke bad with dad, Malcolm in the middle. You can quote me on that, no motherfucking riddle.
And you can quote me, 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 and you can quote me.